It's been a week since the government shutdown began, and the question now is, will furloughed federal workers receive back pay? President Trump says it depends. That remark came after a draft White House memo that states those placed on unpaid leave are not guaranteed back pay. Now, some are calling this an attempt to pressure Senate Democrats to vote for the Republicans' proposal to reopen the government. President Trump says permanent job cuts could come if that doesn't happen.
How many permanent jobs are you talking about?
Well, I can tell you, I'll be able to tell you that in 4 or 5 days if this keeps going on. If this keeps going on, it'll be substantial, and a lot of those jobs will never come back.
Air traffic controllers, prison guards, FBI agents, and food inspectors are among those working without pay. A major federal workers union, the American Federation of Government Employees, responded to the president's threat in a fiery statement. It says in part here, the livelihoods of the patriotic Americans serving their country in the federal government are not bargaining chips in a political game.
Operations back to normal at Hollywood Burbank Airport today after the airport's control tower went unmanned for hours. Airport officials say air traffic controllers are back to work today, but aviation experts warn the problem could happen again. NBC4's Amber Frias live right now from the airport with more. Amber?
Hey, Colleen, there were some delays this morning, but airport officials told us they were all weather related. The rest of the day was pretty smooth. Still, we met some passengers who told us they got here early because they were worried their flight may still get canceled or delayed. Check-in counters were busy at Hollywood Burbank Airport. After more than 50 delays and a dozen cancellations last night, the airport says their air control tower is once again staffed and operations are back to normal.
I've been checking whether my flight's on time, checking the news.
Still, after the chaos, some passengers admitted they were a little nervous.
I was kind of concerned that I wasn't going to be able to get home, but so far it seems like my flights so far hasn't been delayed.
Last night, the airport's air traffic control tower went unmanned for at least 5 hours. Instead, a radar facility in San Diego guided planes in and out of Burbank. This after Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy said earlier that agencies were seeing, quote, increased staffing shortages across the system since the government shutdown began. Because of the federal government shutdown, air traffic controllers are working without pay. But a reason for the staffing problem at Hollywood Burbank is still unclear. We spoke with Ronald Alvarado, a retired airline pilot who says he's been in touch with air traffic control friends, but did not say what airport they worked at.
I spoke to an air traffic control friend of mine, and a lot of controllers are calling out sick because, again, they don't want to work for free.
Alvarado also says staffing air traffic towers has been a challenge for years.
We're still short over 3,000 air traffic controllers.
He warns the system is fragile, and unless changes are made, passengers could face more nights of delays and cancellations.
Taking an airspace like LAX or JFK, the New York area and the Los Angeles basin area, I highly doubt that they're going to shut down the airspace or limit the aircraft coming and going from these airports because it's such a large airspace, receiving airplanes from all over the world. So if anything, I could see air traffic controllers at towers like Burbank, Van Nuys, Ontario, consolidate and work at some of the bigger airspaces.
And we reached out to the FAA to ask if they anticipate any more issues here at the Burbank Airport, but they responded to us by saying that due to a lapse in funding, they are no longer responding to routine media inquiries. Instead, they referred us to their website where they keep an updated list of flight cancellations and delays nationwide. Reporting live from Burbank, Amber Frias, NBC4 News.